This is the voice of Report of the Week, signing on. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everyone listening or watching on YouTube. This is VORW, the voice of Report of the Week. And this is a YouTube show, the YouTube video, the YouTube broadcast. It is Monday, the 30th of March, 2015. The year, of course, being... It's 1:55 p.m. in the afternoon. We're recording this midday show here on a lazy Monday. Didn't go out, I'm just staying in, not doing much. Hope you're having a good Monday. I hope you are. I'm trying to do the VORW shows more regularly, so we're recording one today, and we'll see when we're recording the next one, but this show is going to be primarily a fan mail one, just like they used to be. We're just going to be doing some traditional VORW shows, which I always enjoyed making, but the time just wasn't there. And also letters were coming in slow, and I just wasn't feeling it for the longest time, but now I'm kind of in a VORW mood today. We got a lot of beautiful letters, so we'll get this all taken care of, and we'll see if we can get the grinds, the the gears of the VORW show a-turning again. So anyway, let me just get the elephant out of the room here. I know I made another VORW show a little while ago, and I said, we're gonna get this up, as soon as we can. And we would have. We missed the 1-year anniversary of the VORW show, and I'll tell you why. I have an excuse. No, I literally do. Oh, review bro, you just weren't feeling it? Is that your excuse? No, not at all. As soon as I finished recording the last VORW show, I started getting a sore throat. I thought, oh, great. Maybe it's just allergy season. So, that Sunday, I had a bad sore throat. It hurt a lot. Took things for it, all sorts of pain meds, everything. And that went away. Thought, well, maybe it was just, maybe it was just a little pollen or something in the air, I don't know. So, Monday comes, I wake up, stuffiest nose ever, Both nostrils clogged, shut pretty much. A lot of mucus, postnasal drip, coughing, sneezing, blowing the nose like crazy. I sounded god-awful, and, I just sounded so horrible. Was blowing my nose incessantly. I literally went through, I'd say, pack after pack after pack of tissues and tissue box, and it was awful. Taking all sorts of decongestants, all sorts of Mucinex and stuff. Pain relievers for the sore throat. It was a mess. And by midweek, last week, the stuffiness was gone for the most part, but I was still blowing the nose. I still am today, but it's much better. I'm not too nasally anymore. I can talk. And then this cough emerged, and I was coughing every minute, multiple times. It was awful. I was in no condition to do a VORW show. Not only because I sounded awful, but number two, my voice and throat needed a break. But now it's back to normal, so now we're able to do things again. So it's working out, but otherwise it was a horrible mess. But we're able to get back on track, I guess. And I wanted to make a VORW show as soon as I possibly could. We missed the 1-year anniversary, which was March 25th of 2014 or 2015. March the 25th, though. That's when VORW show, my baby, turned a year old, and it's certainly changed since then. Originally, the VORW show was just, a very structured show, kind of like the Idle Mind, where I just, I didn't read any fan mail, I just talked about random topics, and that was it. And I originally wanted to start doing it, every day, but that proved to be too much after a few weeks. But now, a year later, I'm trying to do them more often, more frequently. And we have, a good 83, 84, what are we at now? 84 hours of content to listen to, so You got days worth of VORW goodness to catch up on if you want to. Always worth something to see, but here we are, a VORW show, a VORW, Voice of the Report of the Week. It stands for, and I'm happy to be here. And as I said, today's mostly going to be a fan mail show. A few public service announcements before we jump into things. Firstly, the VORW Shortwave broadcast was, the VORW Shortwave broadcast last week didn't air. Last Thursday didn't air. Wasn't on the air. There was a transmitter issue on 5110 kilohertz, which is where you can be tuned in on the shortwave bands. We broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday evening from 11 o'clock p.m. to 12 o'clock midnight Eastern Time on 5110 kilohertz shortwave. We broadcast to Eastern, Southern, Central North America, although sometimes the broadcast can also be heard in the Atlantic Ocean, as well as parts of Europe, Western Europe, that is. So, that's the broadcast region. Every Tuesday and Thursday evening, 11 o'clock p.m. to 12 o'clock midnight. You can tune to us via your shortwave radio or a WebSDR software, preferably the one in New Jersey or Michigan. You can find those on websdr.org. Just type into the little box when you're on those sites, 5110, select the mode AM. You can listen if it comes in alright. Sometimes it doesn't, so don't expect crystal clear sound. Sometimes it's inaudible, sometimes it's great, but if you don't want to go through all that hassle, which is understandable to catch the broadcast, we publish our recordings to Reddit via SoundCloud, and we try to update those as quickly as possible. There's been a few issues, though, lately because of the shows that didn't air and stuff. And there were a few naming issues with some recent shows that have also been an issue. But we're trying to get them updated as fast as possible, so you can listen there. The digital recordings from SoundCloud. And our next recording will be a radio recording, if it comes in alright, from this Tuesday's broadcast, which is going to be 2 hours long. So you could catch us Tuesday from 10 o'clock p.m. to midnight on 5110. Or, of course, I'll put up the 2 hour long recording online, hopefully shortly afterwards. So either way, that's that. Anything else going on in life before I jump to the fan mail? Not much, just sipping away to Monster here. Just sipping away to Monster. Got a new suit today. It's a new suit with tags. It's a double-breasted suit. The uncommon 6x1 double-breasted suit. And I have 4 of those. It's from Hagar. I guess that's how it is. Haggar. Hagar Gentleman's Fit. And it is has herringbone suit. It's like a taupe color, a brownish taupe color, 6x1 double-breasted suit. It's a very traditional suit. A longer double-breasted jacket here. Yeah, longer double-breasted jacket. Pants are roomier, pleated, creased, and cuffed. They drape down, which is good, which is what I want. Pleated, creased, and cuffed. The jacket is longer, wide lapels, nice pleats on the pants. Fits well though. No tailoring needed at all. Perfect fit for me at least. And the suit is new with tags from 1995, which I think is pretty amazing that it still has its tags and it's 20 years old now. But my style, and I like it. I guess it's a vintage suit, but you really don't think of 1990s clothing as vintage at all, but it is. Vintage. So, from 1995, the suit is double-breasted, and my newest addition to my wardrobe. So I like it. So I'm wearing that with a white shirt and a brown tie, which goes well. And I'm going to film a review later for some Sarah Lee stuff. But you're not going to see that review for a little bit. I got a backlog of like 10 videos. So we'll get that up. And we'll get that up in a bit. And that's that, really. But, you know, we're getting things, we're moving things along. We are. And I guess that's where things stand. It's a decent day today. Finally, spring is here. It's in the 50s outside. Some birds chirping at the window. Don't know if you could really hear them, but they're there. I mean, I can hear them, but I don't know if you can. But nice spring day, partly cloudy. Some nice blue sky with some clouds. Some puffy, happy clouds mixed in there. And temperatures in the 50s, so it's nice. Nice day today. The snow is all melted, so that's great. Sidewalks are clear, the yards are clear, everything's clear. I could walk now. I figure when it warms up a little bit, I'm going to take my night walks again. I always enjoyed those greatly, but otherwise, that's where things stand. Spring is finally here, which is great. It's great. I'm happy. Happy that spring is finally here. Spring has sprung. And with that being said, VORW is here too, and with spring. And with that being said, we've got a lot of fan mail to read. So we'll check out the fan mail now. And also, what I suggest, we've got a lot of fan mail, and I really enjoyed reading it, and I'm going to enjoy reading this on the show and responding to it. So, here's what I suggest. Have any questions, comments, suggestions? If there's anything you want to know about me, or the show, or the channel, or anything, want to know my opinions on things, or talk about how your day was, how my day is, talk about clothing, energy drinks, shortwave, cars, anything. I don't care. The weather, exercise balls. Really, you could talk about anything with me. Send me a message on YouTube. And, have any comments or questions or anything you want right on the VORW show, send me a message, please. Your messages are greatly appreciated because truly, what I enjoy most about these VORW shows is taking the time to read the messages, connect with the fan base, and just, have a good time reading and responding to the messages and getting a few laughs in here and there, and having a good time while producing the show. So, have any messages you want to send me for the VORW show, the next one? Send me a message via YouTube. And, we'll get to it in the next show. If you have any business inquiries or more personal messages, send them to our business email at repweekinterview1@gmail.com. And if you have any messages for the shortwave broadcast, send them to us at vorwinfo@gmail.com. So with that being said, let's check out the fan mail. Alright, let's just check out the fan mail. We'll put the microphone down here, and then we'll just scroll down and see what we see and read what we read. We actually got a good amount of letters here. So we'll just start here, and then we'll take it from the top, alright? A lot of people responded to my coffee question, which I included in the last VORW show, which actually was pretty neat to see the amount of responses. And that shows that people actually listen. And it's a neat little feeling, to see that people actually are out there, listening to, to this hour-long podcast. So I think that's pretty neat. Thank you to everyone who wrote. It really means a lot that, you actually responded and, given me some fan mail to read, because that is a very important part of this and every VORW show, as a matter of fact. But anyways, we'll just, we'll take it from here. And then there's a few that are older that we'll also get to at the end. I prefer my coffee black, although not very strong. That's pretty neat. Now, my coffee, maybe I said this in the last one, but my coffee I always like with milk and sugar. Or sometimes cream and sugar. One or the other. They're interchangeable here. But usually one or the other. I can't drink it black, really. Now, when I was in Hawaii, about not a year ago, about 9 months ago, maybe I'll talk about that later, because I was thinking about this the other day, but when I was in Hawaii, back in, July, of 2014, this hotel we went to think it was on the Big Island. And there was this little coupon where you could get free coffee, right? So you get the coffee, but yeah, stupid me didn't realize that the coffee itself was only black. They didn't have any milk or sugar. Telephone. But you didn't have any milk or sugar or anything like that. And I didn't know that. So I just got it. I thought it was like an iced coffee or something. You could get, you could put in your own milk and sugar and stuff, but you couldn't. So I got stuck with this cup of black coffee all day. And I drank it and I dealt with it, but can't say I was all too big a fan of it, to tell you the truth. But, we managed. But I don't like black coffee, really. I can't say I'm a big fan of it at all. But, if I have to drink it, I'll drink it. But otherwise, I'm more of a, a milk and sugar, type of person. At least I feel. Thank you for writing. Alright, let's see. Some constructive criticism. I realize you do have plenty of trolls, but this is not a troll. What is the point of an energy drink review if you don't talk about the effects? The effects of an energy drink usually kick in 15 to 60 minutes after consumption. So if you aren't doing follow-up videos after drinking an energy drink, we don't know the most important factor, how well it works as an energy drink. I don't drink energy drinks for the flavor, I drink them because I want to wake the heck up. Sincere fan. And then he gave his email, but I don't think we need that. Well, I'll oblige. I will. One of the most prominent, maybe it wasn't prominent, I'm sorry, I'm just, wiping my nose here. Just being honest with what I'm doing. One of the most crucial parts of an energy drink review is the effectiveness. And in the early energy drink reviews, let's say, for instance, from 2011, from its conception, up until maybe 2012, at some point, probably for a good year, the energy drink reviews always had a point where I talk about the effectiveness of last week's drink. So, maybe I'll bring that back. It makes sense. I can't argue against your point. I can't. You got me. So, I'll see what I can do with that. However, the follow-up video, that's not going to happen. Okay? I mean, yes, I could make another video and I could add it, to the end of the video, but I'm not one for editing. I don't like editing anything, and I don't really include any edited work unless something horrible happens in the review or something. But otherwise, I don't really do stuff like that. And I don't know how many people would watch a separate video, But usually what I used to do, at least, was in the next week's video, I would talk about the effectiveness of the previous review. So I'll do something like that. I will. Do something like that for you. Alright? Okay. Hey, Review Bro. To answer your question, I like half cream, half coffee, and like 5 Splenda. Super sweet. I'm young. That was from Kelly. I mean, that's pretty similar to what how I like it. Though I usually I'm more like 75%, like 3/4 coffee maybe, or like maybe 75 to 80% coffee, and then like fill up the extra 10% of the cream or milk, and then some sugar. And I leave a little bit of room at the top because sometimes I usually like to get my coffee on the go. I don't want it splashing everywhere. Because, yes, that has happened, actually, where even with the cover, I'll be walking. Usually in the winter, I'll be going somewhere in a hurry. I'll get it at the convenience store. Probably to catch the bus. And I'll be walking, and the coffee will actually spill on me. That's happened more than once. Not on any suits, but on my overcoat. So that's happened a few times, but, it's coffee. It's able to be cleaned easily. I'm just glad I don't get any hot coffee, on my skin. That would hurt. I remember there was a famous lawsuit years and years ago against McDonald's, about their their coffee being too hot and all. But anyways, continuing on with our fan mail. Hey there, hi there. Thought I'd drop by for a little fact that you might find interesting. In your last VORW, you said you were addicted to caffeine. And to that I'd say, no, you're not. Or at least not in the way you think. Then he linked me to the Wikipedia page, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/caffeine $effects. Some people might call that a hashtag, but to me that's just a number sign or the pound key symbol on a telephone. Yes. But it's neat. It gives me this big page of effects. And he says, and gives me a few quotes from it. Caffeine use does not result in addiction. Another quote here. Long-term high-dose caffeine intake has not been shown to cause drug addiction in experimental models. Nor has compulsive consumption of caffeine or caffeinated beverages been observed in humans. Can you get some physical dependence on caffeine? Sure. Can you really love consuming drinks that are associated with caffeine? Sure. But you will not be addicted to caffeine. The more you know, he writes. Well, thank you for writing. That's actually very interesting. I'm going to read up on this page. I gave you all the link, so if you're curious about it, just let me know, and or just look it up and read up, and who knows. I'll certainly be reading up on it, that's for sure. You, sir, this individual writes, are a genius. Sincerely, keep the food reviews coming. That's an interesting name, but thank you. No, I know what you're saying. Thank you. And the food reviews will continue to be a-comin', as some may say. Yay! The VORW is back on YouTube. Sadly, I can't tune in on Shortwave. This is my deal. As for my coffee, I take it black, no sugar, then I chug down probably 6 or 7 cups a day. Anyway, I got a question for the fan mail section. A few months ago, I asked you about trying a relentless energy drink for your Energy Crisis show. I was just wondering if you managed to get a hold of one yet, although I do believe it's an exclusively British thing. I'm not sure, but it would be awesome if you could look into trying it out. It's my favorite energy drink at the minute. Thanks. And thank you so much for writing. Well, that's understandable. Not everyone has a shortwave radio. But, I do try to manage things online with the shortwave recordings, which we talked about a little bit in the earlier part of the show. But, I'm trying to get the recordings on Reddit, but sometimes there's some issues with the naming and stuff. And on SoundCloud, each account you could only post 3 hours worth of content, so that's just 3 shows per account. So I just gotta keep making account after account, So now I'm up to like VORW Radio 6. But we're getting them. We're getting them on the air. I guess online. For everyone to listen to. Not just shortwave listeners. Or SWLs as they call them. But relentless energy drink. I looked for it. And I do think it is an exclusively British thing. Because I checked the supermarkets, ShopRite, CVS, 7-Eleven, the gas station. All those places where they have their own little, energy drink section. And while I was able to find some pretty neat monsters, not to review, just to drink, I found like a monster, like a juice monster again. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite monster, aside from the original. And I found some monster, like mixed, with Waller's Blend, which I reviewed back in 2013. I hear a biker. But, I found all those, and those were darn good, but, could we find any of the Relentless Energy drink? No, I couldn't, but I'm sure it's readily available online, so, I'll continue the search there. I'm sure I'll be able to either buy directly from them or from a reputable third-party site. So no worries. We'll get it at some point. We won't let you down. And I think that's really interesting with the coffee. Chug down about 6 or 7 cups a day. You'll probably drink more coffee than me, but, I usually have my 2 20-ounce ones. And that's more than enough to satisfy my caffeine cravings, if you will. Today, right now, I'm just going with a 16-ounce Monster. I opened it about an hour ago, so usually what I do sometimes with Monsters, I don't drink them all at once, I just drink them over a period of time, like a few hours. I leisurely sip away at it. So that's what I've been doing now. Good, though. Quite good. RE. VORW number 83. Hey, review bra. Addison here. I tune into your show from the Pacific Standard Time zone, so I'm not able to catch it live. I do, however, enjoy the show thoroughly. I really do appreciate the dedication that you show in making it. I like my coffee in the 12-ounce variety from the office coffee dispenser, brewed fresh from beans that are ground at request, with 4 creamers, 1-ounce shots, and 2 packets of stevia. This usually craves my need for caffeine for 2 to 3 hours or so I get to mix this around 3 times a day. Thanks for the show. Your fan, Addison. Well, thank you for your words about the VORW show. I always do try to, to make it as regularly as possible, and I'm trying to make it more regularly now for you all. Winter's a hard time for me. I just kind of shut down, I can't do much, and when it gets warmer, I get in a better mood and more productive, I guess. And hopefully we'll get more VORW shows pumped out. So, let's see, 12-ounce coffee, and usually lasts for about 2 to 3 hours. See, I spread out my coffee pretty interestingly. Usually, most days now that I'll go out, I usually have my first cup of coffee at around like 12:45. Usually I'll get this at like some local deli type of place where I'll pick up some bagels too. And then I'll have my next cup of coffee at around 2:45. And that's how I get the full 40 ounces in my system at once. And then after that, I'll have an energy drink later on in the evening usually. So it's interesting how I pace things out. But you obviously spread it out much more, I guess, cleaner, throughout the day, whereas I just put it in one big lump and I guess let it dissipate through there. Thank you for writing. Hello, Review Bra. I was glad to see the return to the traditional VORW format. As far as my coffee intake goes, I usually have a mug in the morning and about a 14-ounce coffee during the day from my local coffee shop. I usually have it black if I can. Keep up the great work. Ooh, 14 ounces, that's pretty neat. I imagine with coffee, like freshly ground coffee and the stuff from like a local coffee shop, it's probably much better than just buying it, in bags and just trying it that way. Because I remember at Dunkin' Donuts, you could buy like their coffee grounds or something. I've never done this, but at Dunkin' Donuts, I see these bags of coffee that you could buy. You could make your own there. But I don't know, I imagine, freshly ground coffee or like something from a local coffee shop is probably better than that. But, who knows? Maybe it depends on the place. Like, it, varies from place to place. Hey, Review Bro, which is how I originally found you on the MISC. Oh, wow, so you're a long-term. You've been around since 2013. Just wanted to say thank you. Broke my ankle in December and have had many depressing months since, and your videos have really helped brighten my days. Thanks for producing great content. You might even convince me to get a shortwave. Regards, from Robbie. Well, thank you, Robbie. And, absolutely amazing that, my videos have helped brighten your days. That's absolutely amazing that they could have, such an effect. So thank you so much for writing, and if you ever need any help buying a shortwave, just let me know, and I'll help you out. But wow, that's amazing. It really is. And the misc. I think that's pretty neat that I remember that site from bodybuilding.com. The misc. Do you even lift? But yeah, good times. Thank you for hanging in there, though. Really, thank you, and thank you for being able to use these videos, for something other than just food reviews. Greetings, Report of the Week. I'm enjoying the VORW upload as I get ready this morning on March 24th, 2015. I haven't had any coffee yet, but I shall have some. I have Italian blood, so that means I've been drinking coffee since I've been about 5 years old. Nowadays I prefer my coffee black, and when I just want the caffeine quickly, and when I'm just enjoying a cup of joe with friends, I usually take it with milk and sugar, but not too much sugar. After dinner I enjoy espressos if I'm at a nice restaurant. Hope you're having a good day and evening. Day/evening. Best regards, Rob from New York. Well, thank you, Rob. Yeah, it depends of me with coffee. Usually I'll just put the caffeine, the milk and sugar, or cream substitute, in at varying degrees. And especially when I'm getting at the convenience store. Usually it's like I'm pressed for time, kind of. I want to catch a bus, and I've only got a certain amount of time, like a 5 to 10 minute window here. So sometimes if I'm good on time, I'll take more time brewing the coffee, maybe put a little bit more milk and sugar in there, and sometimes I'll put some of that flavoring, like the French vanilla stuff, in. But if I'm pressed for time, I'll just haphazardly, put a little bit of cream in there, dump some sugar in there, stir it up, and then just pound it down. But it all depends. So, if I just want to leisurely drink it, I usually adjust the levels and I make it with more care. But otherwise, I'll do what I have to do to get the caffeine in my system. And I am having a good day. Thank you. Okay, let's continue on here. Good evening. First off, I'm a fan of your videos. Great job on rolling on with this idea for such a long time. I've watched since the beginning. I want to ask you a question. What is the best energy drink you have ever tasted? Kind regards, Kevin. Well, thank you for watching since the beginning. That's pretty amazing. If you've been hanging around here since 4 years, for over 4 years, that's amazing to have someone who's been here since, the very original, VORW, or the original Report of the Week, show, the Energy Crisis series. So I think that's pretty amazing if you've hung around for so long. Really incredible. So, that's got me looking. I'm just going through the videos here. I think that's pretty amazing if you have. Since 2011. Many things have changed since then, but still the same person. The suits are still here. But anyways, the best tasting energy drink I have ever tasted. Well, I've got two types. Readily available and specialty. Right? Readily available ones, you could just go down to the store, almost any store, and just get one at will. Where specialty, you might have to order one from like a specific retailer or a specific store online or something like that. So I'll give you both. My favorite readily available drink is Monster. Classic Monster. The original one with the green claw on it. I'm drinking that right now. Got a can right here. I've been drinking it throughout this show. And then my other drink, the specialty one, is Boils. Boils Guarana. High caffeine Guarana soda. And this is a pretty neat one. Comes in these blue bottles. You know, not quite like a beer bottle, but very fancy, very formal. And you could buy these at different sites. I buy mine from FrozenCPU.com. FrozenCPU.com is like a computer site. You know, you could buy like, you know, computer equipment and stuff. Mostly probably for like IT people. But they also sell caffeinated beverages there. And that's where I buy balls. Great deal, and I always get the glass bottles from them. And it works out, though. It works out well. So I get that, and I got a box of them around the New Year, and I still have one left sitting here behind me. So I don't know when I'll have it, but I'll get some more when I'm out. I always try to save this for, like, special occasions, really, because I think it's a very special drink to me, because it's my all-time favorite. So I try to, like, cherish it, you know, for special occasions, I guess, you know. I usually have one at the New Year, and one at my birthday, and then usually one for some other event. But you can have one any day you want, you know. You don't have to limit yourself like that. Just what I choose to do, but you don't have to at all. If you want one and you're in the mood for it, then, you know, go out and get it. Enjoy yourself, you know. But that's my thoughts on the best energy drink I've ever had. On to the next. Hello. I'm glad you're back to uploading VORW on YouTube. Regarding the coffee question, I usually make my coffee quite strong. Around 4 teaspoons of instant coffee, but with a lot of milk and sugar. That way the bitterness isn't overwhelming, but it still provides enough caffeine to get by on. I also like the taste of it, made that way. Due to the fact I live in the UK, I'm unable to pick up your shortwave broadcast with my rather cheap radio, but I will soon give the recordings from Reddit a try. I look forward to listening to more Report of the Week. I don't really have any questions to ask right now, just sharing some general thoughts. I'll most likely write again after a future installment. Regards. Well, thank you for listening. 4 teaspoons of instant coffee. I've had instant coffee. Can't say it's the most expensive stuff in the world. I still have some. I used to drink it during the summer, but I'm more of a brewed coffee. Let me see if I still have it here. Let's see. I don't know if I do anymore, but I do. It wasn't too expensive though. It's just I just bought cheap instant coffee here. I just used Nescafe Taster's Choice House Blend. Comes in these little packets that you just dump in. I used to be making those during usually like 6 a.m. because I was just too tired, or I didn't want to go out at that point, you know. But that's when I made them. And I still have it here, so I guess I could make it anytime I wish. But instant coffee's alright. Though, as I said, I prefer the brewed coffee, but instant coffee's alright. It's acceptable. It gets by. Thank you for at least trying to pick up the VORW shortwave broadcast. Always worth a shot. Sometimes I've heard it does propagate into the UK, but oftentimes it doesn't, because the antennas are targeting it to the, you know, eastern and central and southern United States. But sometimes behind the antenna, some of the broadcast will be able to be shot backwards and might make it over the Atlantic. But the Atlantic Ocean is pretty big, so, you know, you might have to get a boat and go into the mid-Atlantic to hear anything. But always worth a shot, but thanks for trying. I try to update the VORW recordings via Reddit regularly. We already talked a little bit about those, but I'm trying to get things back on track here with that. As I am. I'm trying. I'm a-trying. But, yeah, if you have any questions, or if anyone has any questions, comments, statements, send me a message, and I'd love to respond to it on the next VORW program. So know that. Be aware of that. On to the next. Personally, I like hazelnut coffee with a splash of half and half. Since you're talking about coffee, I had to share this. I recently learned of a new coffee trend where people put a pat of butter in a cup of coffee and drink it like that. Apparently it gives the coffee a smoother and richer taste. I'm not interested in trying that, but are you? Oh gosh. That's funny. Wow. Now that's something I wouldn't have expected at all. A pat of butter in coffee. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm going to try that at all. I mean, you know, maybe one day I'll try that. If I'm already caffeinated up, I've got all my coffee, and I don't need coffee, right? I mean, that's neat. That's something I kind of want to try, but I'm nervous too also, because I just don't want to ruin a cup of coffee. I mean, butter and coffee, I don't know, it's just something that doesn't really seem like it would go. But there's many things that don't seem like they would work, and they do. But wow, that's something. Butter and coffee. So I guess you just put the butter in the coffee, and it makes it like a richer, smoother taste, I suppose. Yeah. Well, maybe I'd try that if I'm all caffeinated up, though. I just don't want to ruin, a cup of coffee that I need. But, if I just want to kind of try and taste one, maybe. If I ever do, I definitely publish the results and give feedback and see how it all is. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. Is there any chance in the earlier future we'll be making a video on the Papa John's Philly cheesesteak pizza? Well, my friend, I would say yes, but I have some very bad news. Okay? I haven't gone to the Papa of John's since 2013. Alright? I actually remember the last time I went to Papa John's. It was late 2013. And I remember getting some wings and the pizza. And then I remember staying in and listening to a pirate station on Shortwave called Radio Baroness. And the reason I remember that is because Radio Baroness is my favorite Shortwave pirate station. So that's what strikes me about it. And that was the first time I ever heard him. So that's why I remember that day. But a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, I can't keep track of time really. Some period of time ago, I was kind of in the mood for Papa John's. It's been a year, I said to myself. It's been a year. Maybe I may as well go back and see how it is, right? So, the other night, I'm all excited about it. Telling people, I'm saying, yeah, I'm going to go to Papa John's. What do you think I should get? I was talking about that stupid pepper they put in the box. I was kind of excited about it. I'm looking forward to trying it again. So that day, I called the restaurant up. I was going to, order it and then pick it up. What happens? I call them. No answer. Call it again. No answer. Look up the restaurant, and what do I find out? They're closed. They shut down. They're not there anymore. Oh boy. It was a disappointment. It was a disappointment. I mean, a big disappointment. It was such a big disappointment because they were closed down, never to reopen. So I tried to have some hope. I said, well, maybe there's one that I could still get to. No, there's nothing. So I can't do anything with Papa John's anymore, unfortunately. There are some in the city, but I'm not going to go over there just to get pizza. Unless I'm going to review it in the city, but, not going to do that just yet. So, that's where things stand now. And, so I'm kind of bummed out by that still. Because I really did want to try out Papa John's pizza. And now I can't. And I don't know when if I ever will, be able to do such a thing again. But, well, what can you do? What can you do? Nothing, I guess, but let me look this up. Papa John's Philly cheesesteak pizza. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It looks solid. It looks edible. Looks like something I wouldn't mind trying, but now I can't anymore. It's gone. Maybe one day I'll be able to try Papa John's again, but no, we can't. Looking at pictures of it. Oh, there's Joey's World Tour reviewing the pizza. There he is. And there's the crew from 2 Minute Reviews. And there's some guy in a baseball cap that I've never seen before. Guess he's reviewing it too. Let's check this guy out. Happy Man Snacks. Let me turn my radio off. Got a good soundtrack. Checking out a pizza review here.
What's up, people? What it be? What it do? Happy Man Snacks back again with a new review. We're at Papa John's today because they just came back out with their Philly cheesesteak pizza. Now, this thing looks and smells pretty tasty. Let me just bring you in, give you a look at this thing.
I guess I can't do much there because it's an audio, not a video. But Happy Man Snacks is the name of this guy's channel. Pizza looks decent. He doesn't seem too big a reviewer though. I mean, he's pumping out videos regularly. He's doing the Pizza Hut Honey Sriracha Stuffed Crust Pizza right now. It's from 2 days ago. He's got another from 3 days ago. But he's only got 200 subscribers, but let's see what he says. Let me take you on an epic food journey. I've always loved food from day one. I started watching Yan Can Cook before there was a Food Network, and I've been in the restaurant business for about 15 years. Follow me, you won't be disappointed. And he's been... Alright, well, he joined in 2015. He's got 200 subscribers, so... he's doing good. He's doing good for how new he is. I wish him the best. But anyways, I'm sorry. I was just checking out another food reviewer here. So, let's see. It doesn't look like I'll be able to be reviewing that pizza anytime soon, but I hope. We can always have hope. We always can. Alright? We always can. Anyways, let's see if there's anything else here. Hey, review bro, just came across an energy drink that you haven't reviewed yet, so I would tell you about it. Here's the website for the XS Blast energy drinks. So he gave me the link to the website, and here they are. Premium Energy, Explosive Taste, XS. That's neat. Review all products. Ooh, they got a bunch here. You could look up their website called www.xsblast.com. And I got a big variety here. Traditional flavors, Wild Berry Blast, Cranberry Grape Blast, Citrus Blast, Tropical Blast, Electric Lemon Blast, Cherry Blast, and then I got cola flavors, Black Cherry Cola, Root Beer, and I got Caffeine-Free Tropical, Caffeine-Free Cranberry, and I got 12-ounce Cranberry Grape, 12-ounce Classic Blast, 12-ounce Oranja Orange Blast, Summit Blast, 12-ounce Dr. Blast. Wow, they got a lot. I mean, there's a lot more. Energy Plus Burn, Mango Pineapple Guava, Pink Grapefruit. And then I got some mixers here, but I don't know if that's really energy drinks. I think that's for more alcoholic beverages. Alright, thank you for the link. Something I'll definitely check out. They have a very large selection of items, so I'll see how I can get them. And maybe they'll one day appear on the Energy Crisis show. So thank you. Alrighty, and let's just check the email here. repweekinfo, or repweekinterview1@gmail.com. The name I have for that is repweekinfo, but it's repweekinterview1@gmail.com. That's my business email, but if you want stuff for the VORW show, send me a message on YouTube and not the email, but we'll get back to you either way. Let's see. See if there's anything for the VORW. Here we are. Here we go. Here's a good letter, an email for the VORW show. Hello. Was happy to see another classic VORW this week. Not that I don't enjoy your shortwave broadcast, but I just find the classic VORW is easier to get onto my iPod. A couple of questions. 1. Do you plan on doing another day in the life video? I could happily watch one every week, let alone every year. Oh, what was that? What was that? I heard something. Great. Something happened with my chair here. We'll get to it later. Anyways, another day in the life video you may ask for. My answer to that is a definite yes. No doubt about it. You'll get a day in the life video for 2015 easily. But yeah, you're gonna get a definite yes on that one. Definite yes. I'll probably make it around the same time of the year as I always have. You know, the first day of the life video was around 2012, and that was June. The next one was 2014 in June. So yeah, I'll make one June 2015. Expect it, 'cause it's gonna happen. Alright? You're gonna get one. So, expect it. It's official. Day in the life video is gonna happen in June 2015. Alright? It's happening. It's happening. It is, though. It's gonna happen. Alright? So know that. So you have something to look forward to there. June of 2015, you'll expect a day in the life video. And I enjoy making them, too. Always fun to just go around and do that. Some people made a very insulting video about probably July, maybe August of 2014, about my day in the life video. Extremely insulting, actually. Was I hurt by it? No, just kind of offended, maybe a little ticked off by it, but, you know, what can I do? I gotta shrug this stuff off, but, you know, after my day in the life video was made, some people decided it was a good idea to film the entire, or to make a YouTube video where this guy and his friends watched over the entire 45 minutes of the day in the life video and just insulted it at every single, turn. It was just 45 minutes of straight insults, and, if you want to call that a demotivator and a half, it sure was, but, yeah, when I saw it, I was pissed off. I was upset, but I took a night walk. I just went out. As soon as I saw it, clicked out the video, took a night walk, blocked the guy, thought about it. I said, don't worry about this crap. You have better things to do in life than to let this get to you. So I stopped. I didn't let it get to me anymore. And, it is what it is, as my saying goes. And, you just got to deal with this stuff sometimes, but that made me reconsider, doing a day in the life video anymore, but, I figure I'll do one. You'll get this stuff no matter what you do, so I'll do one. No worries. Have you ever drank a relentless energy drink? I have not, but I hope to attain it one day. 3. I think some of your lectures were deleted a while back. I luckily saved the audio of these a while ago, but not any video. Any chance of these making a return? Yes. Yeah, I understand what happened there with the Idle Mind videos from 2012. I made them private because there was some issues with them, but they're all public again. So you can check them out anytime you want. Let me go on the videos now and just make sure that they're there. Yeah. We got Idle Mind. Let's see. A special Idle Mind on the school bus, the public bus, spiders, drinking glasses, deck furniture, prison, basement work, shoots, and YouTube. So all the Idle Minds are up. I know there's yard work and school, but those are gone forever. And I apologize on that. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me change this here. The public bus and the school bus ones have been... Alright, they're going to be public again. Alright. Okay. Yeah, they're all public now. But no, the yard work and the school ones, they're gone forever. And I apologize for that, but they can't be made public again, just like the one with, yeah. Okay. But all the other ones are up, so watch them at any time. Just scroll down the videos and you'll find them, and you could watch them at any time because they're all back up now. How do you spend so many hours awake? I get so bored and cabin fevery. How on earth do you occupy your time? Well, by doing a variety of things. Like now, since I'm feeling a bit better, I'm focusing on the channel. I'm using that to occupy my time. I focus on the Shortwave show. I have a good schedule there for the weeks where Monday nights I work on the Shortwave show. I mean, it's an hour-long show, I get that, but it's actually a lot more work than you think to make it, but it's fun. I have fun doing that, so it's not work, so there's no problem there. But Mondays I help make the show. Tuesdays I record the news bulletin, so it's up to date, and then I listen to the show and deal with reception reports and all that, and fill out QSL cards. Wednesdays I make the Thursday show. Thursdays I record the news bulletin for that show, listen, do reception reports and stuff. Then Fridays I usually sometimes manage things with the channel. Every day I'll talk to people, listen to Shortwave, do various things, play some games on the computer. I'll go out every day. At least I'll try to. Today I didn't go out, but usually every day I'll go out now. Go out to various restaurants and buy cheap meals, though, just a slice of pizza or something. Get some fresh air, So I do things to occupy my time, but it works. Because I split it, and then after, when things start getting boring, I guess, I just take a nap, go to sleep, and it works, though. It does. Any motivational tips? Oh, there could be many motivational tips. If you want a motivational tip, I guess I'll tell you one right now. Just never lose hope. I guess that's one thing. Never lose hope. Alright? Let's talk about optimism for a minute. Right? Just remain hopeful. Remain optimistic about any scenario. Okay? Preferably a good one. But if you're thinking about something, planning on doing something, worried about something in life, anything, and you think maybe it won't work out well, maybe it'll go bad, remain hopeful. Remain optimistic. Because chances are things will be alright. But always be happy, always be optimistic, always be hopeful. Because if you aren't, even if things will go alright, in reality, if you're pessimistic and you think things are going to be bad, it's not going to happen, whatever the scenario might be, could be getting a job, could be taking final exams in college, could be anything. And you think it's not going to be well, I'm going to fail, I'm not going to get the job, whatever. And if you have that ideology may carry over to your actions. You may not be confident, might not be as well prepared, and that may actually correlate to real life. So your worries may actually transfer to real life results. Whereas, if you're optimistic, you're hopeful, you say, well, I'm going to try, I'm going to put my best foot forward, and, maybe I'll get the job. Hopefully I'll pass the test. If I don't, we'll rebound. But we've got this, I'll do what I can to be prepared, and I'll do the best I can to get this job, or to pass this test, or to do anything. So, if you have that ideology, that too will carry over to real life, and will hopefully yield positive results. That's just a little thing. Always remain optimistic, as much as you can. I know sometimes with depression and all that, it becomes very difficult to do so. And I understand that. I've been there, Some people don't understand depression, and they say, well, just be happy. And you can't do that. And I understand that, but, if possible, always try to be optimistic, and always try to look on the bright side. And I know it can be very difficult at times, sometimes. I've been there. Sword or axe? Sword. Every time, a sword. Swords are, I'd say, more efficient. Especially a sharp sword. Clean cut, right? Done. Whereas an axe, you just have to hack away at something. And I always think swords are more formal, too. You could get a nice jewel encrusted, handle. Hilt, handle. Ever miss Malcolm in the Middle? I've watched the show a few times. Can't say I was the biggest fan of it. I've watched it though. I have, but I think there are sometimes reruns on it on Nick at Night or something. But I've seen it a few times. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of it, but from what I recall, it was alright. It was alright. You were given the task of planning a friend's wedding. What is the color scheme, dress code, musical selection, and theme? Well, figure I can look at this from two ways. Number one, I can do this my way, or I could be realistic. So I'll do this my way first. Color scheme would be dark. It'll be like a mixture of reds and blacks, I think. Maybe some gray, too. Dress code would be very formal. It'd be like Edwardian / Victorian. You know, get some detachable collars in there. Some frock coats. You know, all that good stuff in there. Maybe even a top hat or two. Why not, you know, go all out. In musical selection, I could either do, like, you know, classical, or I could do, like, 90s rock, maybe some early 2000s stuff. Oh, boy, would that be a clash right there. Or I could do, I guess realistically, you know, be bright colors. Dress code would be suits and stuff. Now, personally, I would grudgingly say no slim fit suits, but, you know, I don't know if I'll be that guy. A musical selection would be kind of like, maybe more like pop music type stuff, but it would be upbeat stuff. It wouldn't be, you know, like some pop song about a breakup. None of that stuff at a wedding, that's for sure. But, and let's see. You were given the task of building a killer robot to crash the wedding. What is the design of this metal slaughter machine? Best wishes. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want it to make it look, you know, if your design was just to crash the wedding, you know, I wouldn't make it like some obvious robot type thing, as if I could, you know. I'd try to make it as realistic as possible. Maybe to even be confused as a wedding guest, but have the killer capabilities that it would be needed to have. You know, I wouldn't have some little thing coming in on treads, you know, or something like that. Unless that was the only option I had. I wouldn't want to do that. You know, I figured disguise is of the essence in this case. And he also provided me some song requests for the Shortwave VORW show. But I already did include a few of these for the next program, so we'll get those taken care of. Well, we got everything we need to get taken care of. Just look at the Reddit, the subreddit, and see if there's anything there that we need to get to. Eminem Red Velvet review. I always knew Report of the Week was my people. This review confirmed it when he separated the M&Ms by color. I've done this for as long as I've been eating them, which is a very long time. Made me happy. And then here's a good one. Review Bra at his finest. And it's a video of me, so let's take a look.
Smells like a gummy. Smells like a gummy.
Smells like a gummy.
Alright, we gotta play this over.
Smells like a gummy. Smells like a gummy.
Smells like a gummy.
Someone said we need a 10-hour version of this. That's funny. That's from early Review Bra. From review number 6, I believe. I reviewed Amp Original. And I said,
Smells like a gummy.
You know, that's how I said it. Because my voice was changing at the time and so on. But smells like a gummy.
Smells like a gummy.
Yes. The early days of Report of the Week. Let's see. Yep. It was review number 6, Energy Crisis.
Hello, everyone. This is Energy Crisis, the energy drink.
How'd they get 14,000
Today,
views?
We're doing Amp Energy.
I bet it's the blue shirt.
This drink, as you can see, got its name.
Let me see if I can find that part.
after you got, or after you drank.
Well, there's this classic moment where I pour it out. Said, "It's green. It's green." Of the video.
It was only. Let me just pour this down up here. I think that'd be much easier. Oh no, I'm spilling something. Look at this.
Oh God.
Wow.
It's green.
Wow. I'm actually not expecting that.
It's green.
Where is that gonna be? Where's that
I'm
line?
just gonna stop wasting time here.
Where's that line?
Alright, now, take a look at this. It's green.
Oh
It's green. It's green. Look at it. It's like a greenish yellow.
God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
Smell it. It's gonna smell exactly like this, I can probably guarantee you. With gummy bears. The smell. Smells like gummies.
Oh, there's that line too. There we go. Thank you for reminding me about that. I had some fun looking over that video. Classic review, bro. Classic report of the week. Right there. Thank you. I got a few laughs out of that. Alrighty, folks. Well, that concludes this VORW broadcast. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for tuning in online. I doubt this will be on shortwave unless we need time to kill, but I doubt it. Thank you for tuning in, though. Your fan mail is greatly appreciated. It is the most important part of every VORW broadcast. So please, send us letters. Anything you want to say. Anything. Have any questions about me, the channel, the show? Send them to us via YouTube. Want to know how my day is? Send me a message on YouTube. Want to tell me how your day is? Send me a message on YouTube. Send me a message, please. Anything. Any feedback? Any comments? Questions? Suggestions? Give me something to read out on the next show. And thank you to all of those who did send me a message. You truly are what keeps this show going and what makes it fun to broadcast and hopefully to listen to. So thank you, though. Thank you to all of you who sent your messages. And always know that I greatly appreciate any messages we receive for the next VORW show via YouTube. Of course, if you have any business inquiries or official emails that you don't want to submit to me via YouTube, could deal with business requests or more personal issues or anything, send them to us at repweekinterview1@gmail.com. That's repweekinterview1@gmail.com. And if you have any comments or questions or reception reports for our shortwave broadcast, which is every Tuesday and Thursday evening from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock midnight, every Tuesday and Thursday evening on 5110 kilohertz shortwave, send those emails to vorwinfo@gmail.com, or send us any emails or letters or anything to us on YouTube. And any VORW mail should be directed to our YouTube inbox. So please send us something for the next show, and thank you all for submitting your letters. Had a lot of fun reading them. Hope you had a lot of fun listening to them. But thank you for listening to this. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful Monday, what's left of it at least. Beautiful Tuesday, a great week, and we will catch you later. Take care, everyone. We'll see you around. This is the voice of the Report of the Week, signing off.